So welcome everybody to the 2020 Titan Fast Pitch. We are a virtual presentation this year because of the coronavirus. And I think we've got an exciting day before us with videos from middle school, high school, and college students. So I know we're all looking forward to getting kicked off. This is hosted by two entities. One is the Cal State Fullerton Center for Entrepreneurship, which has responsibility for outreach to the greater Orange County, Inland Empire, LA County community, to small businesses and the startup community. As director of the Center for Entrepreneurship, what we do is we run incubators to help startups get going. We have a student consulting program where our college students at Cal State Fullerton leave the classroom and engage with local companies. I also wanted to thank our sponsors today, who we literally could not do this program without them. And specifically, I wanted to thank our platinum sponsor, MUFG Union Bank, our gold sponsors, the Black Family Trust, Royal Business Bank, California Community Colleges, Ashok Patel Family, RJE International, and Bob Godlasky. Thank you all for helping us, and that allows us to put this event on and provide the awards and scholarships to our participants. So we're going to have three tracks. One is going to be middle school, and we're going to have awards at this level. So fourth place is going to get $100. Third place is going to get $200. Second place is going to get $300, and first place is going to get $400. Onward to the high school track, we're actually going to have five participants. So fifth place will get $100, fourth place will get $150, third place gets $200, second place gets $300, and first place wins $400. At the college or university level, we're going to have four finishers, and fourth place is going to get $250 in cash, a $5,000 residency at the CSUF Startup Incubator, and it's going to get an hour with patent attorney Justin Sanders. Third place is $500, the $5,000 residency at the incubator, and some time with Justin Sanders. Second place is $1,000 cash plus $5,000 residency at the incubator and an hour with Justin Sanders, the IP attorney. And then finally, first place is going to get $1,500, a $5,000 residency at the startup incubator, and 1 hour with Justin Sanders. So there's a lot at stake here. And if you, as a participant, made it to the finals, you are a winner. So congratulations already. And at this point, I'd like to invite Dr. Radha Bhattacharya of the Center for Economics Education, our co-host, to say a few remarks.
Welcome to Titan Fast Pitch 2020. My name is Radha Bhattacharya, and I'm the director of the Center for Economic Education, an economics professor here at Cal State Fullerton. The mission of the Center for Economic Education is to promote economic and financial literacy. This is our 8th Titan Fast Pitch event. A very special welcome to the high school and middle school students. You should be proud that you are learning several economic concepts today: fixed cost, opportunity cost, marginal cost, market structure, break-even point. All of these concepts are very relevant as you step out into the business world. You're also learning a very important skill, how to pitch an idea. I want to thank the teachers for encouraging their students to participate. I want to thank the judges for spending countless hours judging the submissions. And I want to thank our sponsors. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoy the show.
Thank you, Radha. So to get to this point, our student participants, regardless of their level, submitted videos, what is now, a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. And we had a team of judges review every single one of those videos. And in fact, we received 2,000 reviews from our preliminary round. We call it the bullpen. So there's been a very thorough review and ranking of the work by all the students. For the middle school students today, their presentation will be a replay of those videos, of which the judges will rank at the end of the event today. For the high school and university, college level, the videos will be replayed in all cases. Additionally, we'll have a lightning round series of questions for each of the finalists at the high school and university track. The questions will go on for maybe 5 minutes, and that'll be after we play each video. At the end of the lightning round, the judges are going to deliberate. Now it's time to introduce our lightning round, our finals judges. Please help me welcome Natalia Razeghi, Senior Credit Executive, Vice President at MUFG Union Bank. David Morris, Executive Vice President and CFO at Royal Business Bank. Karl Freels, Director of the Black Family Foundation. Dr. Cathleen Greiner, Regional Director, California Community Colleges. And Brian Ruth, founder of 10/8 Systems and a former participant and winner of our events. So we're at the point in the session where we could begin the middle school presentations.
Hello everyone, my name is Anastasia and I am a youth entrepreneur. I've been practicing my leadership and business skills since I was 6 years old. I am a participant and winner of many business and leadership programs. Also, I love to set goals and achieve them. 2 years ago, I set a goal to myself to go to Paris for $500, and I achieved that goal. Right now, my goal is to go to an international business camp next summer, which is $1,500. I'm 90% done! I believe that my knowledge is very important, so I want to share it with other kids. That is why I have organized a kids' business club. There, we play business and cooperative games. We develop our business, leadership, and teamwork skills. Also, we expand our entrepreneurial thinking by making new friends with the same interests and sharing our own success stories to motivate each other. With this club, my goal is to create a business and leadership network where every child can not only have the opportunity to learn those very important skills, but also find a good mentor and supporter out of the other entrepreneurs. I believe that this club will change the lives of many kids who want to learn about business and leadership.
What's the worst thing about going to the doctor's office as a kid? Maybe it's strange anxiety or just bad memories of being sick. Well, 2 out of 3 children suffer trypanophobia, the fear of needles, and approximately 50 million Americans are affected by it, ranking it number 5 in America's top 10 fears. Children and adults are especially afraid of needles because they are unused to the sensation of their skin being pricked by something sharp. My solution? Polysine. Many vaccines with just one prick. My product monitors reactions quicker, is less invasive, cost-effective, reduces medication error, and reduces disease transmission. Polysine will include pre-filled, color-coded vaccine syringes to lower the risk of medication error, make it easier for doctors to manage, and give parents reassurance that their child is receiving the correct medication. Also included are safety and roller clamps to flush in between vaccines to monitor any possible allergic reactions. Another main component of Polysine is a 100cc saline bag used to flush out any excess medicine in the tubes or patient's body. My product targets physicians, medical suppliers, medical facilities, and hospitals, but it will be used on infants, toddlers, and adolescents. My name is Jubilee Gutierrez, and this is Polysine. Many vaccines with just one prick.
How many of you have ever gone outside and truly seen how filthy and polluted our floors are? Or how many of you have ever been in school, touched under your desk, and felt a sticky piece of gum that some kid had left before you? I assure you that most people are so used to this they don't even pay attention to it. This is an issue that happens every single day, and it's shocking. The problem is that many people chew gum on a daily basis, but when it comes to disposing it, it's thrown on the ground instead of a trash can. This is a huge issue because it takes 50 years before gum can even start to break down, and over 500 years, yes, 500 years before it fully decomposes. Did you know that 80 to 90% of chewing gum is not disposed properly, and it's the second most common form of litter after cigarette butts? All of this resulting in over 100,000 tons of plastic pollution every year just from gum. This is why I created Gumby. Gumby is a new gum company that would create biodegradable gum that not only would be a tasty snack, but an opportunity to help regenerate our environment. The gum itself would contain materials that when thrown on a roadside would help grow a small plant. Gumby would be made out of natural beeswax gum and come in eco-friendly packaging. Along with the gum, we would include a packet of seeds so that you can start your own little journey into replenishing the environment. Gumby would be made for people ages 13 to 25 live in Los Angeles who consider buying eco-friendly products. I'm Hannah Corona, the creator and CEO of Gumby. Join me in regenerating our environment one gum at a time. Thank you.
Have you ever thought of the struggle to get food? Have you ever gone days without any food to eat? Have you ever tried to starve yourself? Have you ever had very little money and can't afford much food? This is what it feels like for some people out there in the world right now.
The problem is that 80 billion pounds of food are thrown away each year, and 40% of the U.S. food supply is wasted, which means for one person each year they are wasting about 219 pounds of food, while on the other hand, about 690 million people worldwide go to bed hungry each night.
So with that being said, our solution is Envy Food. Our app provides both a way to give food and for people to receive food. Envy Food allows restaurants or people that donate food to be able to give leftover food or ingredients. Our app targets everyone from the age of 13 to 90 since World Hunger doesn't discriminate.
Our app is basically a mobile food bank where people can give and get food for free. You can donate or pick up food in our app by searching for the type of food and the day and time you would like to pick it up. On the other hand, if you're donating food, you can pick the category of the foods you are donating and the expiration date of the food. Next time before you throw away food, think of how that food can be donated to starving people.
My name is Jaden.
My name is Derek.
My name is Kenneth.
My name is Andy.
And we are the creators of Envy Food. Thank you.
Well, fantastic job for everybody at the middle school level. Why don't you take a seat, relax, and we're going to move on now to the high school track right now, of which we're going to have 5 different presentations. Each video is going to be followed up by a question and answer period that we call the lightning round for about 5 minutes. Let's go ahead and see the first presenter.
Have you ever forgotten to check your yard for any pet messes before guests came over? Came home from a long day of work just to step out of your car and into your dog's waste? Well, I have the solution for you. I'm Jenna, and join me into taking a cleaner step towards a more sustainable direction. Introducing the Garden Doggie. The Garden Doggie is an automatic vacuum that can be installed inside or outside your house and can clean up any unwanted pet messes so you don't have to. It uses advanced sensory technology to locate the waste, transfer it into the main compartment, then runs over the scene of the crime to sanitize. Now you're probably thinking, do I have to clean the vacuum? The answer is no. Every night, Garden Doggie releases safe chemicals and moves microfibers inside the tub to clean itself. Our specialized liquid cleaner for your vacuum can be found also on our website. Unlike our competitors, Garden Doggie recycles animal feces into fertilizer. Simply open the hatch on its back to find a bucket, then remove to use. It also cleans up the messes from other animals who may invade your yard, such as deer, coyotes, and rabbits. According to the HuffPost, the usual pet owner would be using at least 28 bags of plastic per week for their pet's waste. Say goodbye to plastic baggies and say hello to an easier and more sustainable environment for you and your critters.
Very good. So I'd like to turn it over to our panel right now to offer Jenna some questions. We need to get Jenna on board. Jenna, are you there?
Hi.
Hi, Jenna. Welcome. So I'd like to turn to our panelists to see if you have some questions for Jenna.
Hey, Jenna, this is David Morris. Do you have a prototype of this built yet?
Not yet, but I've been doing extensive research with potential customers who would invest in the product, and I've just been speaking with them, asking them different questions on what they would be interested in, what the product had to offer more than just the fertilizer and my pitch. And it's been going really well, actually.
Okay.
Next question.
Great job, Jennifer. That was really awesome. Good idea. Who would you say your biggest competitors are?
So my biggest competitor is probably iRobot, which is the Roomba vacuum. However, they don't necessarily pick up animal waste, but nothing on the market has what I have, which is turning animal waste into fertilizer and making it more sustainable and environmentally friendly. So I don't have technically an exact competitor, but I do have competitors that do similar things to me, just picking up the animal waste.
Thank you.
Hi, Jenna. Can you tell us what motivated you to start this business?
What motivated me was I just didn't like picking up my dog's poop in my backyard. And sometimes I would have guests come over and they would step in it, and that just isn't ideal for anyone. So it was a bit embarrassing, and I decided, why not make a vacuum that does it for me when I don't have the time?
Thank you.
Hi, this is Natalia from Union Bank.
Hi.
Hi. I was one of the bullpen judges, and I remember your presentation very well, and it gave you top scores. So awesome idea. I really think it's very simple, and it definitely solves a problem for many of us. So I have a question about, where do you go from here? What is your next step? What is your timeline? What do you envision?
So my next step would be gathering some investment money from the potential customers I did interview before. And after gathering some money, I would probably make some prototypes, see what works best, especially prototyping with the installations and the charging station that I want to install as well. I really feel like installing the charging station as well as just prototyping around with the vacuum itself will help the company get off the ground.
All right, good luck with everything.
Thank you.
I like your idea.
Thank you.
Any other questions for Jenna?
Yeah, Jenna, do you have any advisors or mentors that are helping you out right now with this project or this idea?
So my dad is helping me a lot, and my financial literacy teacher, Miss Woods, is also helping me with the idea just to oversee like how I'm able to contact more people and just really get a wider reach on the product.
Thank you.
Looks like we have time for one more question for Jenna.
Well, if there are no other questions, I have one more question. Jenna, do you have access to any engineers that would help you maybe start the prototype?
I think so, yes. My dad has a couple of people who he could get in contact with, who
That's
he
great.
also helps with companies. So I feel like I could definitely contact them very easy via email, and that would be in my next step.
Great, that's huge because you know you're kind of dreaming, but you also have your reality. You know, people that you could really check in with on
Right.
that. So that's great.
Thank you.
All right, Jenna, thank you very much.
Thank
And
you.
we're going to move on to the next participant.
According to the National Alliance for Youth Sports, around 70% of children stop playing organized sports at age 13. Why is this? Well, the Positive Coaching Alliance claims that the two main reasons why children stop playing are because it's not fun anymore and they lose confidence in their own abilities. These are both problems that can be solved, but only with the right tools. Hi, I'm Nick Rabjohn, and I'm here to introduce to you Team Forum, an intuitive app for youth and high school athletes that helps players and coaches communicate, allows players to analyze game film, and provides athletes with opportunities to actually train efficiently over their off seasons. It's an all-in-one platform that uses the same technology that pros and college athletes have used for decades. There's few competitors in this sector to begin with, and not one has an off-season training program like Team Forum. It allows players to virtually train with certified professionals from all over the world. Let's say I have an aching knee pain after a game. I can get in touch with a qualified physical therapist or yoga instructor that will effectively help me recover. And if I want to find ways to train from home during this pandemic, I can join one of several live strength and conditioning classes from home. The youth sports industry is already a promising one, and teams are becoming more and more organized and increasingly reliant on technology to maximize their performance. We are here to supply their unmet needs. If you work with us, we together can revolutionize youth sports. Join Team Forum and expect nothing short of a championship.
All right, very good. We're going to invite Nick to a live question and answer period. This is Nick from Team Forum.
Hello.
Welcome, Nick. I'm going to turn to the panel now and see if you have questions for Nick about Team Forum.
Hey, Nick, this is Dave Morris. Do you have any advisors or mentors that are working with you on this?
Yeah, so first and foremost, I'm actually in the same financial literacy class as the last competitor, Jenna. So I've been working a lot with our teacher, Miss Woods, on developing this business, developing our business model. Aside from that, I've been collaborating a lot with my own peers. Most of them are athletes themselves. So it's been really helpful being able to receive some feedback from people that would actually use the product itself. And also my mom has an entrepreneurial background, so it's been really helpful being able to, work together with her and try to put this business model together.
Next question.
Hey, Nick, in your presentation, you mentioned that there are relatively few other competitors in the marketplace right now. Can you tell me who those competitors are and how your idea distinguishes you from them?
Sure. So there's two decent competitors in this industry, but really the youth sports industry is on the brink of experiencing a great boom, especially with technology exponentially like becoming more and more relevant in sports. But the two main competitors at the moment, there's one app called Huddle, which is an app that uses it's just game film. And it allows players and coaches it allows coaches to publish game film for their players to watch, and players can watch that film and take notes. That's basically the whole interface of the app. And then the other app is called Sports Engine, which is purely an app meant for, scheduling and then player to coach communication, with chat features where you can, look at your practice schedule, see your game schedule, and things of that nature. So what differentiates my app is that not only does it combine some of the major aspects that has made those two app platforms relatively successful, but the training aspect of my app, the live and on-demand training offers that my app can bring to the table, is unlike anything that the industry has ever seen before. So those are the two main competitors, but I think that Team Forum has a lot more to bring to the table.
Great answer. Thank you.
This is Natalia. I think it's a very pertinent time to be thinking about these type of apps. I'm looking actually at one for our holiday party for playing games together. So, I mean, I never thought I'd be shopping for something like that one day. So I am really impressed with your idea. And I think that you should definitely go forward with it before those other competitors really catch up on this idea as well and kind of expand their offering. My question is, how do you price, how do those competitors price this product, and how would you price, and where would you get your revenue mostly from?
Right. So from what I understand, Sports Engine is a free app, and I believe they make their money off of ads, whereas Huddle is a subscription-based app. From what I understand, it's a monthly subscription. And the way I would be pricing Team Forum would be a monthly subscription for every individual member on a team to pay. And I settled on a price of $3 monthly fee. And revenue would be collected obviously through our subscriptions. And we would also be using a lot of marketing methods via social media, via YouTube, and via a lot of like relevant sports channels like ESPN, NBC, and things of that nature in order to, really capture some attention.
Thanks, Nick.
We have time for one more quick question.
Perfect. Great job, Nick. You've been doing a good job answering these questions too. It seems like when it comes to marketing, you kind of have a two-pronged approach. You're going to have to get the student athletes on board and then also the professionals and the trainers, right?
Right.
What's your plan? What's your goal how are you going to get these trainers on board?
Yeah, that's a great question, because I feel like I've devoted a lot of my time to the attracting student athletes into this platform and making it a really appealing product for them to use. Yet at the same time, I think it's really important that I address the other side, like you mentioned, the trainers. So the way I've kind of approached that in terms of attracting trainers to come and put out content for this app is I kind of imagined the app to work in a similar way that companies like Uber did, where these trainers would kind of be independent contractors, right? So basically, the way that they would make money is if they give us, let's say they produce a 1 hour on-demand training session, they would make money off of that, and they would be able to make money depending on how many videos or how much content they send our way. So it's really adjustable, and they wouldn't be necessarily full-time employees. They would be able to make money depending on how much content we get from their end.
Great job. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Nick, with Team Forum. We're going to go to our next video.
Hi, my name is Nika Mejia, and I'm here with you today to tell you about the birth of Student Source. My mom is an English teacher, and because of the pandemic, her school was forced to move to virtual learning. She expressed a ton of frustrations about her students frequently missing class, and when I asked her why she thought it was, she responded with one word: money. Not everyone can afford to access all the technology they need to be a successful student. This is where Student Source comes into play. Student Source's main objective is to provide students of all ages with everything they need to be at the top of their class. Student Source does this by providing students with three things: an up-to-date laptop, a mobile hotspot, and an external hard drive preloaded with all of their course content. accessible with the click of a button. To top it all off, Student Source is completely free. Students that are in need can get the help of Student Source free of charge through their school. How do we do this? It's easy. Because Student Source works as an independent service provider, school districts can rent out our products for up to 3 years at a time before having to renew their lease. By providing students with reliable technology, Student Source outworks all other competitors with flying colors. No other product comes near to giving students the accessibility Student Source does. If you want to pass the course, you've got to get Student Source.
Daisy chain jewelry, much like the one I'm wearing today, were the defining symbol of many women's childhoods. Though it started with a simple repetition of bead to string, it required a lot of thought, precision, passion, and it was often our first introduction to expressing our creativity, solving our own problems, and bonding with one another. At the Daily Daisy Project, we turned this simple creative exercise into a nonprofit organization that fosters independence, leadership, and entrepreneurship in teenage mothers. Our society is one that often sweeps the struggles of teenage mothers under the rug. While it demands a healthy parent-child relationship, it deems the personal growth of the mothers almost impossible. So the Daily Daisy Project operates on two main aspects that combine a lucrative fashion market with a sense of community. Making jewelry can be as complex or as simple as one makes it, which means mothers can independently sell their unique creations on a personalized schedule, utilizing the nonprofit's online platform as well as their occasional pop-up store. With the continuous stability of the fashion market, paired with the Daily Daisy's online platform, each creator can have complete autonomy over their own small online shop and develop their own business management skills. Not only is the Daily Daisy Project a great platform to introduce teen moms to a community of supportive businesswomen, it provides an environment that stimulates growth in both the parent and the child. Teen mothers can and must grow with their children. The Daily Daisy Project can string this all together.
Right, very good. Let's have Jade join us live. Let us know when you're there, Jade.
Hello, I'm here.
All right, welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
So we have a panel who's anxious to ask you questions. I turn to the panel.
Okay, Jade, thank you very much. This is David. Why do you think your team is uniquely capable of being success with this project?
So for right now, it's just me doing it, and I think I'm qualified enough to curate a team of people who are passionate about this project and actually turning this vision into reality, because I've been operating a charity project on my own for about since April now. And although I've been operating it entirely on Instagram, I've done it kind of with a similar idea to what this project is going for. I'm selling my handmade jewelry and donating all of the profits currently to COVID-19 relief. And this project, the Daily Daisy Project, was essentially something that I wanted to do after the pandemic was over. So I think building my experience since April, that's really helped me to gain a view of how social media marketing works, how to gain more partnerships, how to attract new customers. And I think my previous experience will really come in handy once I start this nonprofit.
Thank you.
Great job, Jade. Really great presentation. If someone were to come to you right now and give you some obscene, ridiculous amount of money check, how would you spend that to get your business started?
So for now, one thing I'm very set on doing is building a website that can actually serve as the platform for where everyone can come in and work. And I guess building the website and maybe hiring some people to help me build that website and would help a lot. And something else I want to focus on is social media marketing. So definitely that side is going to be very lucrative in terms of, reaching a wider audience. And yeah, I guess social media marketing and building the website are the top priorities on my list right now.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next question.
Okay, it slips my mind with that. There's a website online that sells handcrafted jewelry, and artists can go directly on there and sell it. So it's one of your competitors. Oh, Etsy. Okay, it came to me. So what are some of your other competitors, and how would you compete with Etsy?
So Etsy and Depop are like the two main competitors that I had in mind when I was trying to like build upon how this nonprofit could work. And I feel like the Daily Daisy project has kind of a unique aspect that sets it apart from like Etsy and Depop, in that it actively builds a community. We're based on building a community of teen moms so they can support each other, but they can support each other not only by like passively like communicating with each other, but also because we push them to actively pursue their passions, and it actually like benefits directly to the business that they're going to start in the long run. So I feel like it has like our nonprofit, it has a market or a group of people that we're going to help that can not only benefit just from selling independently on Etsy, but by selling on the nonprofit Daily Daisy project, they can have like a actual market that's interested in helping that group of people. So that specification, I think, will set it apart from Etsy, Depop, and other stores.
I love that, because it really, basically percentage of those sales will go, instead of, for a profit site like that, it would go to straight back into their community of teen moms. So yeah. I do appreciate that concept. Thank you.
Thank you.
Other questions?
Great job, Jade. Do you have any advisors or mentors you're currently working with, either for this project or the charitable organization you've been working with since, you said, March or April, I believe?
So right now at school, I've been taking the Empowering Entrepreneurships class. So my teacher, Mr. Kim, has really helped me to like plan out a business model and actually think about each step logically. So my teacher, Mr. Kim, has obviously been helping me a lot. And as for the Instagram business that I'm running, I've been reaching out to social media influencers and more professionals in the industry, and they've been generous enough to give me advice on how to increase my engagement and promote my charity.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How many of you have been required to stop for a temperature check before being able to enter your work because of the coronavirus? If you find yourself relating to this, you know this process can be long and frustrating, especially when you're in a hurry. Having to stop and wait your turn can cause you annoyance before your workday has even started. Well, there is a product that can solve this specific inconvenience, as well as many others that we encounter daily. Introducing the Thermoband, a lightweight bracelet that takes your body temperature at all times from your wrist using modern-day technology. The Thermoband will always portray a certain color: green, meaning that you have a fair temperature; red, meaning that your temperature is over the threshold and you may have a fever. This bracelet has many benefits. For one, you will no longer have to wait in a long line to take your temperature. You can show the security guard your bracelet, and if it's green, you will be able to enter with ease. This bracelet also comes in handy in public areas. If everyone wears these bracelets, others will know whether or not it is safe to approach a person. If their bracelet is flashing red, one can see and know to keep their distance. Our main target customers are the businesses that are required to check their employees' temperatures at given times. The Thermoband will result in a quick check-in so workers can spend more time working. However, the Thermoband is for everyone because everyone is going through this pandemic together. With this new product, we can solve several conflicts that we are facing right now due to this pandemic. Thank you.
That was Carissa with Thermoband. We'll get her on the screen, and our panel will ask a few questions.
Hi.
You're there? All right, very
Yes,
good.
I'm here.
Right. I'm turning to our panel. Questions for Carissa about Thermoband. Yeah.
Hi, Carissa, this is David. What sets this band apart from the other competitors that are out there in the marketplace right now?
Yes, so there's no real market or business that just has this ability to show a color while taking the temperature.
Very good. Other questions?
What would be the price of this band?
Society. And also it targets the specific problem that we're facing today.
Natalia, maybe you should re-ask your question.
Oh, yes. What do you anticipate the price of your product to be per band?
Yes, so I actually made a model, just on paper, not an actual model. And to manufacture just a small bracelet, I'd say it's about $10 to $15, and then our target price would be about $25 to $30. So it is very affordable for society.
That's great.
Very good. Next question.
What would be your biggest risks associated with this product?
Yes. So one of the risks, as you know, is that like today in our times, this is very good for the time right now, but in the future, we don't really know what's going to happen in the future. So I guess one risk would be that we would have to start this immediately. This process needs to happen very quickly. It can't wait a couple of years because the vaccine might come in 2 or 3 years. However, I think that still with the vaccine, that this product would be very beneficial, especially because it is very cheap and it is very lightweight and it's easily accessible for society. So yes, I think that this product will still be a sign of the times in a couple of years and even going on.
Thank you.
Hey, Brian here. Completely agree with you. I think this is still going to be something that a couple years from now, people are still going to be concerned about the fuel's temperature. So great answer. What kind of additions to your team do you think you'll need in order to get this off the ground?
Yeah, so I have my design already. I think I know what I want to start doing with everything, but I just need an engineer to actually put this all together, maybe like a couple scientists that could really make this super efficient and very accurate, because we want to have really accurate results. So we do know if somebody is over the threshold temperature.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Next question.
I have a question. If I gave you $20,000 right now, what would you spend it on?
I think I would start spending the money, obviously getting engineers to make an actual prototype and actual model so that I could use this model to kind of go off of and then ask other people what they think about it, maybe give it to them as people see, oh, look, this person's getting in line or doesn't have to wait in line. They just go right by the line and they're already in the building. More people are going to want to buy it. And that's how my business would really boom.
Okay, thank you.
All right, well, thank you very much, Carissa, inventor of Thermoband.
Welcome.
So with that, thank you so much to the high school students. Now we're going to move on to the university track, which includes participants potentially from community colleges and from local universities.
Hi, my name is Arnib Mahbub, and I'm the CEO and founder of Conscious Clothing. At Conscious Clothing, we sell hoodies, tees, and polos. When a customer actually buys our product, they receive this beautiful box. But more importantly, when they open the box, they get their piece of clothing, but they also receive this card. If you look closely, it's a picture of a woman, a female garments worker to be exact, who lives in Bangladesh. And she makes, on average, maybe $110 a month. With each purchase, the female worker who was actually involved in making the polos receives $5. And we want to empower these female garments workers because they're the lowest in the value chain, and fast fashion is destroying their lives. With Conscious Clothing, we've actually sold about 100 polos and about 50 or so hoodies we actually won the UCI New Venture competition earlier this year. Now, we really want to participate in the CSUF Titan Fast Pitch. And we think if we really win it, then we can expand our product portfolio, enter new markets, and reach a whole new customer base. So please give us this opportunity and help us achieve our goal to empower female workers who need it the most. Thank you.
All right, very good. We're going to go now to the panel. As soon as Arneeb is live. Are you there, Arneeb?
Yeah, I'm here. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, welcome. Great idea. Let me turn it over to our esteemed panel of judges for questions.
Hey, Nate, this is David. What's the price point on these items?
So we're selling polos for $45. Sorry, hoodies for $45 and polos for $40.
That's reasonable. Okay.
And our margins are about 67% gross and 53% net, just so you know.
That's after the $5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Arneeb, Brian here. Thanks for the pitch. Sounds like you guys are doing some good things for the workers. What threats will your business model be most sensitive to, do you think?
I think that's a really good question. I think the hardest thing that I've come across is actually marketing on an efficient, low-cost scale, because we are building a brand. It's not like a platform or a product that we're really building, but a brand. Marketing takes a lot of time and effort and money to really penetrate through and get to a large audience. But I would say that's the biggest challenge that I've faced thus far, and that's going to be a continuous challenge in the future as well.
Great, thank you.
Next question.
Can you define your target market and how you will approach that market?
Yeah, absolutely. So we entered the new venture competition. This was actually our second year. And before that, the first year, what we really did was we did a huge survey across 1,000 people. And we found that the people that were most receptive to the cause after seeing our video and our website and our products were actually millennials aged 17 to about 29. And they were mostly female, about 65% who were receptive to this. So we took like kind of a spray approach to both men and women. And so far we've done pretty well in the UCI community. And that's the market that we've honed in on, this age group between 17 and 30.
Great, thank you.
Other questions?
I have another question. I guess you have advisors from UCI helping you with this?
Yeah, participating across 2 competitions has given us access to 2 really good mentors that we have. One is Michelle Greenwood. She's the founder of Good Capital. And she's actually helped us reach investors and angels who are really involved in social impact, funding social impact missions in the Orange County area. And the other one is actually Edmund Wong, and he's been in the apparel business for about 25 years, and he actually helped us design some of the clothes to really attract a millennial market. Like I'm wearing actually a hoodie right now, and we've seen that this really takes off with the right amount of fabric and the right weight. It really does make a difference in having the right design for the right piece, for the piece of clothing.
Thank you.
Time for one more question, if there is one. In that case, thank you, Arneeb, very much. We're going to move on to the next participant, the next video.
Hey everyone, my name's Miriam. I'm a 20-year-old senior over at Mahalo, and I'm one of those girls that never fell out of the I love horses phase. I'm obsessed with horses, and I've been riding for over 7 years. And whenever I go out on photo shoots with my horse, I never have any accessories to decorate him with. And so me, along with 58 million other horseback riders, are faced with this issue where we don't have any accessories to glam up our ponies. So my solution is Fleur Cheval, the first international company to sell handcrafted floral accessories for equestrians and horses. I started the business when I was 16 years old, my senior year in high school. 2 months in, hit international sales, and now it's a globally recognized business with almost 50 global brand ambassadors worldwide. All you have to do is clip and ride. And we have an embedded alligator clip that's shake-proof tested by our horses and is pretty much set. What's unique about our products is that riders are able to express their inner creativity through a variety of colors, flowers, and designs. And we even have a cool flower that's used for night rides where the bud of the flower actually lights up. On average, Fleur Cheval products are sold for $550 each, yielding a gross margin of 78 to 88% per product and 500 to 800% markup per product. Now I'm targeting a specific type of horseback rider called the Liberty Rider. They train in open pastures like this and emphasize that natural horsemanship. And due to COVID, I've had to adapt and tailor my business model to target therapeutic riding centers where my products are used to help children with cognitive disabilities and used on reins to help them with their motor skills and all that kind of stuff. So I hope you like this. Fleur Cheval is what I like to call glam from head to hoof.
Thank you, Miriam. We're going to invite Miriam to the live broadcast now. Miriam, are you there?
I'm here. Hi.
Hey, welcome.
Thank you.
So I'm not a judge, but I am a horse person, so I'm intrigued by what you're talking about.
Awesome.
So let me turn it over to the judges for questions.
I think you did a great job on your presentation. You've answered a lot of questions, and obviously you're further along than a lot of the other people that we have seen. But, what makes your team uniquely capable of being successful in this project?
Well, when I first started my business, I knew that I wanted to expand it globally, but I didn't want to spend thousands and thousands of dollars expanding internationally. So kind of the whole structure of my business is through my global brand ambassadors. I have 50 of them worldwide. Basically, they're diversified into over 25 countries, and they're able to represent my brand and showcase my products on their rides and in parades. So it helps build that brand awareness in different countries without me having to actually be there to sell. And from there, they direct traffic to my website and through my social media. So for an example, last year, one of my ambassadors lives in Italy, and she got her horses to wear our products in the Verona Street Parade, which is the #1 horse show in Italy. And so the horses entered and marched with our products, and that got people interested and intrigued. And then she basically just handed out business cards, and all of that was done by me sitting down at home, and I didn't have to go to Italy. So my brand ambassadors really help build that traffic, increase that brand loyalty, and get traffic driven to my website. And plus I'm able to track where all my orders are coming from through my analytics through my e-commerce website. So that's my team. My 50 brand ambassadors are really what makes us unique.
Thank you.
Next question.
Hi, Miriam. I think you have a very unique product, and I love that. I think to some it might feel kind of niched, but I do think that you really know your market, and being only one of the few, hopefully one of the only competitors in it, is a good thing, right? Even though it's limited market. And I love how you have global kind of impact as a global outreach with your ambassadors. So that's great. My question is, go over again. Who are your competitors? Do you have any at this point?
Just to clarify, you are asking who my competitors are? You cut out. Okay, so my competitors, as of right now in the market, there's 2 direct people. They're not selling exact floral accessories. So there's Mane and Tail Feathers. That's one competitor that operates out of Etsy. And then the second is called Unicorn Horn. And they basically are in my same arena because they sell clip-in products for horses, but they're not in the floral area. So Unicorn Horn sells actual horns that clip onto the horse's forelock, and then Mane and Tail Feathers sell feathers, but no one's selling floral accessories. And luckily with Fleur Cheval, we're the premier company to to sell that. So because I've worked with a lot of brand ambassadors and equine celebrities through social media, whenever people see flowers and horses on Instagram, I guarantee you that 90% of the time they're my products, because we've branded ourselves that way. Everyone knows, okay, flowers and horses, that's Fleur Cheval. But what's also unique is I know my market, and I know that another one of my competitors is actually my customer, because I will tell you right now, there's nothing crazy proprietary about my product, because my customer can easily make these products at their house. But where we come in is that value, the value that we offer is that instant gratification of you being able to get a nice package of flowers customized to you and your horse delivered to your door. So I would say it's definitely unicorn horn, mane and tail feathers, and then my actual customer, the DIY.
That's great. Thank you.
No problem.
Time for one more quick question.
Great
There
job,
is
Miriam. Unfortunately, you already answered pretty much. I had like 3 questions back that I had planned, and then you answered all of them. So great job.
Cool.
Where do you see your company in 5 years?
So as of right now, I'm graduating from Fullerton this December of my bachelor's. My plan is to grow Fleur Cheval not only within the equine area, but I want to get our products on dogs and cats. I've seen my products on random creatures like alpacas and llamas, and it's got such great potential, not only in the decorative area, but also moving into also clothing, like creating a brand based off of Fleur Cheval clothing. We're able to incorporate our products into clothing. So our logo currently has flowers in the horse's mane. My idea is, creating a brand of clothing where our products are actually, the flowers are actually sewn onto the clothes. So there's the clothing aspect, and then also diversifying into different pets and arenas that way. And then also offering a subscription model where, customers can subscribe and get a certain box of flowers shipped to their, door every month.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Very good. Thank you, Miriam. We're going to move on to the next participant.
Hi, I'm Joshua Worrell. I am the founder of Zeba Pens. Zeba Pens is a startup in the validation stage. The goals are for a brick and mortar store that will sell fountain pens and other fine writing equipment. Luxury pens are admittedly a niche market, but they're a niche market with a high profit margin. We're actually niching down even further than that to target what we call pen people. Pen people are people who have a collection of pens and they're always growing. So they'll have 10 to 20 multi-$100 pens, and if they sell one, it's to finance another one. They also collect ink, so pens plus accessories. There's a strong community around these people. They will form pen clubs where they get together to meet and talk about their pens and show them off to each other. Right now, there's no place to purchase luxury pens in Orange County. The only place is the LA Pen Show, which is one weekend a year. So there's a market gap, and we want to fill that market gap because being able to try out and write with a pen is important before you spend $600 on it. To do this, we're going to make a store, and we're going to capture these customers through products and services that really delight them, such as mixing custom ink colors for them on site and having a nibmeister come in every once in a while for special events. This is a person who will grind the tip of the pen to alter how it writes. And at pen shows, these people sell like that, so it's really popular in the community. We are going to continue to refine the store until we're able to duplicate it for more stores across the U.S.
So we're going to welcome Josh to a live environment. Let me know when you're there, Josh.
I am here, I think. Last time I checked, I was.
Yeah, we hear you. I'll admit that the presentation audio was a little low volume. So just there may be some clarification questions. Judges, go ahead.
I'll go ahead. This is David. Who do you have on? Do you have an advisory committee, and who are your members?
I have no advisory committee. That's bad. Yeah, it's pretty much me right now. Although I do really want an advisor.
Okay.
Hey, Joshua.
This is Natalia. Go ahead. I'll go first. I'll go next.
All right. How big is your target market? Like, how many pen people, as you called them, are there out there?
You know, that's pretty concerning for me. That's like the question I want to answer. I don't know the numbers, but I do know that the LA Pen Show gets 5,000 to 20,000 people when it goes over its weekend. So if people are there, I just need to refine it further because I want to make sure that there's a market before I do anything.
That's awesome. That was my exact question. I didn't know how big the LA Pen Show is, but that's incredible.
Hi, I'm just curious about how you would compete with brands such as Mont Blanc, which has been kind of known to be, and I'm not in that space, but you know, that is already built and ready to go and well known. How would you compete with those type of brands?
Well, Mont Blanc, first of all, we would probably sell Mont Blanc pens in our store, but they're actually a different target market the way I view it, because you have like business people that they go after. That's where they're luxury. And I've had professors tell me that they would buy Mont Blanc, but it was too thick for them, so they put it on the table right with a Bic when they worked on Wall Street. So it's a different target market. We're going after people that kind of collect pens and show them off to each other. So that kind of answers that. But you know, the internet and Mont Blanc and the Pellet Show are the biggest competitors.
Thank you.
Next question.
Hi, Joshua. Great job. Can you tell us what the biggest barriers are to enter the marketplace for your business idea?
Biggest barriers I don't really think there are many big barriers to entry, which is kind of concerning. You know, when you have low barriers to entry, then you could have competitors pop up. I would think the biggest barriers to entry are inventory, because you know they're expensive, and retail space. It's a store. It's pretty standard if you drive around, to be honest.
Thank you.
Other questions for Josh?
Josh, you said you were very interested in getting an advisory team or advisory council. What kind of people would you want on that council to help guide you towards launching this business?
People who have experience setting up a retail store, and people who have experience in, I forgot the word, when you make your business grow. So you grow in the business, open up more stores, and accelerate it. I kind of forgot the business word.
Thank you.
Any other questions for Josh? All right, very good, Joshua. Thank you so much. We're going to move on to the fourth university competitor.
Hello, my name is Blanca Rojas. Who wants to feel good about drinking something good? According to MedlinePlus.gov, a shocking 65% of the population continues to lose the ability to digest dairy after infancy. I specifically came across this issue when I was diagnosed with a chronic illness and could no longer consume dairy. This was devastating for me, especially when I found out I could no longer have my favorite drinks, boba. If you don't know what boba is, they're delightful little tapioca pearls added to a variety of drinks, like milk teas, slushies, and juices. It was incredibly difficult trying to find a boba shop that had dairy-free options, and the more I researched and surveyed others, I realized this was an issue for many as well. 52% of the people I surveyed stated that dairy-free options were incredibly important to them. Well, no need to worry about missing out on your favorite drinks, because Bring That Boba Truck is on the way. BTB is a mobile drink truck dedicated to serving delicious and dairy-free boba drinks, while focusing on building a community built around sustainability. Caring and dairy-free done right. This is what makes us feel good about drinking something good. It's boba with a conscience. So why a truck? There is no better low-cost way to test the market I've identified, as well as following all the COVID-19 regulations. Open ventilation and socially distanced lines can be enforced by having a mobile truck, and it also gives us the opportunity to come to you through catering commercial plazas and the new drive-through events in popular areas like LA. All you have to do is bring that booty, and we'll bring that boba. Remember, it's boba with a conscience. Thank you.
Very good. We're going to invite Blanca to join us live. Blanca, let me know when you're there.
Sure, I'm here, JJ. Hi, everyone.
Hey, welcome, welcome. So bring that boba. Let's have questions for Blanca.
I have a question for you. Very good on your presentation, all, but do you actually have this out in the market now, or is it just a concept?
So currently it's a concept. I am actually in the process of menu creation. So I plan on the next month or so being able to test out samples to a collection of people and actually get their feedback. Because what's really important to me is bringing that quality and those flavors that people want, although they're dairy-free, but for everyone, and focusing on that flavor creation. So as of now, yes, it's really early in the stages.
Okay, thank you.
Great job, Blanca. You did an awesome job in your presentation. What skill set or expertise do you lack as an entrepreneur, and how do you plan to overcome those in starting your business?
Sure. So I lack a lot of expertise when it comes to becoming an entrepreneur. I mean, I've helped around. My family is a family of entrepreneurs, and I've helped with that. But I think the biggest, contributing factor to kind of set those skill sets is I have a great mentor, and she's actually helping me with this particular business. And she's helped challenge me and to poke holes in my business and forced me to have that entrepreneurial mindset of how to make this actually work. So I would say probably my team is what is going to help me, gain more experience and get a better entrepreneurial mind.
Awesome. Great answer. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next question.
Will you have other products other than boba? And what type of products, if you could elaborate?
Sure. So initially, I would like to start off with drinks and boba drinks, and then also create those drinks into popsicles or also paletas. And then eventually on the timeline is to create merchandise. So, building this community, the boba community is actually very large, and it's a very popular drink that's now turning into a lot of merchandise. But eventually I would actually like to sell merchandise, from shirts to, phone cases and stickers, kind of bringing that very 90s, 2000s nostalgic feel to it.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, Blanca. Really nice job on the presentation. Other than social media, how would you reach out and attract customers?
Sure. So it's really funny because we've been really working on this issue as far as how else are we going to reach them. And the biggest one is actually they are having big drive-through events due to COVID. They're having now drive-through concerts, drive-through movies, and a lot of them are incorporating food trucks. And we actually are in contact with a pretty big restaurant in LA. It's a small shop, but they're getting very popular, and they started having food truck events. And so that is one of the outlets that we are thinking about doing to expand our customer base, as well as looking at universities and, commercial and medical plazas and getting kind of foot traffic that way.
Fantastic answer. Thank you.
We have time for one more question for Blanca and bring that boba. All right, Blanca, thank you so much.
Thank you, JJ. Thank you, guys.
Time flies, so I want to thank all the competitors. And at this point in time, the judges are going to go to a breakout room and deliberate. Welcome back, judges. I know that you've been deliberating for what seems like hours. You must have had a tough job. And what I'd like to reiterate is what's at stake. So for the middle school students, $100 for fourth place, $200 for third place, second place is $300, and first place is $400. For the high school student, fourth place is $150, third place is $200, second place is $300, first place is $400. For the university, fourth place is $250, time with patent attorney Justin Sanders, and the $5,000 residency at the Cal State Fullerton Startup Incubator. Third place, similar with $500. Second place, $1,000, and first place, $1,500. So non-trivial awards. It's my pleasure to begin now with the middle schools. And so fourth place is going to go to Hannah Corona with her startup Gumby from Florence Nightingale Middle School. Congratulations, Hannah. Third place is Jaden San of NB Food, Florence Nightingale Middle School. Congratulations, Jaden. Second place. Anastasia Efremova, OC Kids Business Club, Oxford Preparatory Academy, Saddleback Valley. And first place is Jubilee Gutierrez and Polly Sign, I guess is how you say that, her business. And that's with Florence Nightingale Middle School. Congratulations to you all. Really a wonderful, wonderful presentation. We're going to go on now to the high school finalists. Fifth place is going to go to Nicholas Mejia, student source from Pacific Ridge School. Fourth place is Jenna Bariomi with the Garden Doggie from Pacific Ridge School. Third place, Carissa Sweet, the Thermoband from El Dorado High School. By the way, I'm an El Dorado Golden Hawk myself. Second place is Jade Bang with the Daily Daisy Project from Troy High School. And first place is Nicholas Rabjan with his Concept Team Forum from Pacific Ridge School. And now on to the university finalists. Fourth place goes to Josh Worrell for Ziba Pens, Cal State Fullerton. Third place, Arneeb Mahbub, Conscious Clothing, University of California at Irvine. Second place, Blanca Rojas, Bring That Boba at Cal State Fullerton. And first place, Mariam Ida Tali, Flora Cheval at Cal State Fullerton. How about a big round of applause for everybody? Applause, applause, applause. Now listen, I wanted to thank you all for participating at this event. This one was a lot of fun for me personally because of the video dynamic. Our judges just loved what you guys did. And in particular, I want to thank our sponsors. We have MUFG Union Bank, the Black Family Trust, the Royal Business Bank, California Community Colleges, the Ashok Patel family, Bob Godlasky, and TJE International. And God bless the teachers for embracing this process in the classroom and helping you. It really means a lot. And really the teachers are the cornerstone of our program. So thank you so much. The bullpen judges, you know, we had 100 of them and they put a lot of time into this, let alone what our lightning round judges have done today. It's really awesome. And then there's some people behind the scenes, Radha Bhattacharya, Atul Tektanjani, Christian Sanchez, Kathleen Greiner, Natalia Razeghi, Adama Bahur, Scott Lando, Karl Freels, Calcetta Medina, and David Morris. Hey guys, you guys have just been awesome. And we look forward to seeing you next year. And let's do some great things together. Take care.